Okay, on to the next track in Sammy's Skull Serenade series, man, by Sammy, man. This is Creed Rain. We have reacted to a couple of Creed. I think there's still quite a lot of Creed that we haven't done. A couple of people have actually been asking me to do more Creed and like more of their less popular songs, right, on their albums. So we'll definitely get to those. But this is the next one that's on the series. We've got a couple of really nice ones coming up from artists that I've never heard from before, which I'm sure you guys would have heard from. But yeah, man, Creed Rain. Let's rock and roll. For those of you who want a little bit more details on the custom series product, as you know, link is down in the pinned comments. You can go and click on that and take a read. Let's rock and roll.
Can you help me out? Can you lend me a hand? It's safe to say that I'm stuck again.
Hey.
Trapped between this life and the light. I just can't figure out how to make it right.
Hey. I almost thought that was a completely different singer. I thought like, oh, but did they just like change vocalists? No, but he actually just cut his hair. Cut his hair off, okay?
Trapped between this life and the light. I just can't figure out how to make it right.
Hey.
1,000 times before I've wondered if there's something more.
Hey.
Something more. I feel it's gonna rain like this for days. So let it rain down and wash everything away.
Hey.
Hope that tomorrow the sun will shine. With every tomorrow comes another life.
Hey, with every tomorrow comes another life. Again, I kind of feel like this song is speaking about God, right? And I like the fact that it's called rain. I like the fact that the whole concept is around rain in terms of like the cleansing, right? The cleansing of your sins, the cleansing of your hardships, the cleansing of your pain, right? And then he goes into the hopefulness of that, where it's like with every tomorrow comes another day. With every tomorrow comes another day of hope, right? It's not all lost. Right, the sun still shines the next day. It's just basically how you perceive it, how you look at it, and by like sort of what standards and morals you follow. And you might follow none, and you decide, well, I don't believe in God, which is fine. You don't have to, right? But it is important to believe in something greater than yourself. It is important to believe that that you're actually here to be of service as opposed to just being served, right? That I need to be of service to myself the entire time. No, you are here to serve. And that's a very liberating, very freeing thing, right? And if you feel that you're part of a bigger system, if you feel that you that there's something greater than you, it instantaneously adds a lot of purpose and meaning to your life, right? Whether you believe there's a God that exists or doesn't exist, right? That's inconsequential, right? It's about if you had to just take all of the moralities, like all of the virtues and the morals that and all those teachings from biblical scriptures, where you shall not do this, you shall not do that, guidelines, just take the guidelines. And of course, all of this, the Bible has been interpreted in many different ways and things like that. And I'm not making an argument for any sort of religious theology. I'm not making any theological arguments over here. I'm just saying that the structures of morality, the structures of our virtues and how we should live our lives, those are all biblical ideals. All of them. Everybody that says, oh, well, you know what I mean? I don't need to read the Bible to know that I mustn't kill somebody. Yeah, sure, you don't need to read the Bible now. But those ideals, like thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor, thou shalt, all that, those are biblical ideals. All of that has been passed down, which now there might be in other script, there might be in other books and in other texts and things like that. But those are biblical scriptures. Those are biblical scriptures. That's that only came from the Bible. So I'm saying you don't have to believe the entire book. You don't have to believe in the God if you don't choose not to believe in the God. But you cannot deny that the actual learnings and guidelines that the Bible gives you by which you should comport yourself in your life are actually good values and good guidelines. You know what I mean? If you follow by those guidelines, the likelihood of your life not being a complete mess is highly likely. It's highly likely that your life will not be a mess if you just follow by a set standard and a set rules, that you've actually got some checks and balances in your own life, so that when you actually do happen to break those rules, and you happen to break those your virtue and your moral standard, that you feel guilty, and that guilt corrects you, right? And if you don't follow by any of that, and you say that nothing exists other than myself, I am the be all, it's all me, and it's what I want, and it's all the decadences and temptations that I want, more likely than not, you're just going to land up being miserable the entire time and not understanding why. Do you know what I mean? Because there is something greater than you on this earth, right? There's something greater to live for than just what you want, right? And we are not designed to just be these selfish people. And you can be, and you can do whatever, but it comes with consequences.
I feel it's gonna rain for days and days. I feel it's gonna rain. I've tried to figure out, I can understand what it means to be whole again. Trapped between the truth and the consequence. Nothing's real, nothing's making sense. 1,000 times before.
If I like that he said trapped between the truth and the consequence. You know what I mean? The consequences usually come when you sort of divert from the truth. That's when consequences come. Truth and reality is truth and reality. If you live your life being honest, and if you live your life following only but the truth, there's nothing to hide. There's nothing to remember. If you're always telling the truth, you never have anything to remember. No, fuck, what did I say to this guy? What lie did I tell this guy? I need to sort of keep myself in check, because if he asks, or if you ask this person, I need to make sure that this person doesn't give it away and that kind of thing. If you're always telling the truth, there's never anything to remember, ever. Do you know what I mean? And if you're not telling the truth and you're lying, you're always facing consequences. All of the time you're facing consequences. And we all do. Everyone lies. Everybody lies. Not to sound like Gregory House. But that's just humanity. And you know, and you felt it, and everyone's felt it, that when you lie and you go against reality, you bend the fabric of reality eventually snaps down the line. You can bend it over here, and you can feel like, well, there's no consequences right now. And then at some point down the line, it's that fabric of reality is just going to snap back. Reality is going to snap back. You can lie all as much as you can, but you cannot lie to yourself. Eventually, those consequences are going to come and hit you straight square in the face, right? The truth is the truth, and reality is reality. And if you choose to run away from that and create your own reality and create your own truths, right? And your own sort of ideas for everything's relative and stuff like that, you'll end up being miserable the entire time. You end up pursuing this happiness that doesn't exist. Do you know what I mean? So sticking to the truth is where your happiness is a byproduct of just sticking to truth and reality, right? It's a byproduct of that. It's a byproduct of many things. Happiness is a byproduct of a concoction of things. It's sticking to the truth. It's acknowledging reality. It's being disciplined. It's being responsible. And all of those play together. And then happiness is a byproduct of that. You can't be like, oh, I just want to be happy. It's this random concept of just, it's like somehow happiness is attainable. No, happiness is a state that you will eventually be in when you have comported your life in a way that is truthful, in a way that is responsible, and in a way that is accountable, and in a way that is disciplined. And before you know it, you just are happy. There was nothing to chase. You just are happy because you're at peace, because you are operating in a decent manner. Anyway, carry on.
I wonder if there's something more. Could be, but I feel it's gonna rain like this for days. So let it rain down and wash everything away. I hope that tomorrow the sun will shine. shine. I feel it's gonna rain like this, rain like this, rain like this. Fall down, wash away my yesterdays.
Fire. I love the fact that he said that, because I said that in the beginning. Where I like the concept of the rain because it's cleansing, right? So it's basically wash away the pain, wash away my sins, wash away fire, and it's coming from the heavens. Fire. I call that straight off the bat. Let's go, man.
Push everything away. I hope that tomorrow the sun will shine. I feel it's gonna rain like this, rain like this.
Fire.
I feel it's gonna rain like this, rain like this. I feel it's gonna rain like this.
Fire.
I feel it's gonna rain.
Love that. Very hopeful track. I like the fact that he said, I feel like it's gonna rain. So he's already looking to the positive side of it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's cool. Like, it's fine. It seems like it's grey. So he's already under the grey clouds, right? That's why he feels it's going to rain. But he's happy for it because rain down, so you can clean out my yesterday. I feel like it's gonna rain. So he's actually saying, I feel like better days are coming. Right? I feel like I'm going to cleanse from all of this and better days are coming. The sun is going to shine soon. Right? The clouds are there, they're grey. Right? And eventually it's going to come down, it's going to cleanse my yesterdays, and then my tomorrows are going to be sunny. Love that. Love that track. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you on the next one.